Nobody had ever even heard of it before. I mean, you know, the masses.
Not at all.
Nobody really knew what you were talking about. Andrew had to really educate all of us about coenzyme Q10 and the benefits of coenzyme Q10. So now we are more familiar. You hear about it all the time because people have kind of jumped on the bandwagon. But what we also know from you, Andrew, is that all coenzyme Q10 is not the same. It's all not created equal. It's all not made equally. The quality of the ingredients are not the same. So I think that's what I love most about what you do, is that this is the world's finest coenzyme Q10 that we're about to show you. And we have it today, a 30, a 60, a 120, or a 240 capsule supply. So you pick the size you'd like. We have all of the sizes available here. And look at the nice savings. $50 off the big one, $25, $12, or $6 off, which is just outstanding with the free shipping and the flex pays. So if you need to restock your bottle, today is the day to do it. But it's kind of amazing, isn't it, Andrew? How many years ago? Well, let's see. You've been in business well over 30 years. You've been manufacturing vitamins, right?
36.
36, yes. Geez. Yes. Exactly. So you were 12 when you started manufacturing vitamins.
I was hopefully younger than that.
But the truth is, when you started doing coenzyme Q10, you were one of the very first people to really start educating America about this ingredient.
Not, I would say, one of the very first. Yep. I may well have been the first. And if you speak to the folks at Konica, who were the original maker of natural CoQ10, the original maker of CoQ10 really in the world, if you speak to them, they'll say that 15, 20 years ago, I was the reason why CoQ10 and the research and the science about CoQ10 actually got to the public.
Yep.
That most supplement companies have no interest in educating you about a product. They want to sell you something that you already want. Where for me, the only interest I had was making sure that people found out about this remarkable ingredient. Yeah. And it is remarkable because it's part of our natural, God-given DNA and blueprint that CoQ10 is the most central and critical part of our energy metabolism, our ability of our most critical organs to do work, our heart, our brain, our liver. And it's also a product that's among the most well-reviewed products I make. I think it's another product where the reviews are well over 90% positive reviews and over 80% five-star reviews. So there really isn't a CoQ10 product like this in the world. We start with the best CoQ10 in the world, which is Konica's natural CoQ10. And unfortunately, most of the CoQ10 on the market, probably as much as 75% today, is now the Chinese CoQ10. Our CoQ10 is made by Konica, originally a Japanese company, but now made right here in our country, made right here in Texas. So it's domestically made, and it is the finest CoQ10 in the world. And if you look at that price, the price you see today, if you could turn back the clock 20 years or so and look at what my 30 milligram CoQ10 sold for, it would be a little bit more than this price. So today, 20 plus years later, you're getting 7 times more per capsule, and you're paying less.
Isn't that amazing? You know, I think I have a chart out here that illustrates that, just to kind of give you an idea of what's happening here today. And by the way, please use express ordering. That will be the quickest way to get in. We are extremely busy, so I would order this now because it's such an irresistible value. You know, this is pricing that dates back to 2000 and 2006. So this is back when Andrew first introduced this product. And you can see here would be the same size. Here's what the pricing would look like back then with this amount, with the 200 milligrams per capsule. Because remember, when Andrew first started manufacturing coenzyme Q10, it was 30 milligrams per capsule. So 200 milligrams per capsule, a 30 would be 88. A 60 count would have been 155. A 120 count would have been 310. A 240 count bottle would have cost $621 to get the same amount per capsule that you're getting today for, look at the pricing today, for this amazing value. I mean, the value is extraordinary. And I have to just say, this host pick was very generous. This is like a really, it's like a Today Special, frankly. You were saving $200 off the regular price if you are ordering this for our host pick offer right now. That's pretty exciting stuff.
And it's an ingredient that, in fact, I was just speaking to a friend of ours early this morning on the phone, very concerned because her husband had some scary news from their doctor, having to take statin drugs and all of those things, which now are statin drugs alone, cholesterol-lowering drugs. That one category of drugs is larger than the entire vitamin industry.
Jeez.
Literally tens of billions of dollars a year are spent on these statin drugs.
Wow.
And unfortunately, doctors are not telling their patients that the actual chemical mechanism of these statin drugs, as they lower cholesterol, they lower your CoQ10. And CoQ10 within your body is not something that's optional. CoQ10 is something that if you don't have, you're not alive. You can't make energy without it. So if it compromises your levels of CoQ10, it's not as though these drugs are going to kill you, but it compromises your ability to produce energy for your heart, your liver, your brain, your cells to function optimally, which is not what a medication is supposed to do. But unfortunately, doctors are not telling their patients if they're taking statin drugs, they must supplement CoQ10. Also, antidepressants, also many of the drugs for high blood pressure, for osteoporosis, bisphosphonates, also impact our body's ability to make what little CoQ10 it can. So it's very important, not just I take CoQ10 and I don't take any medications, but I take it because I want to optimize my body's ability to function and combat aging.
Right.
But those of us taking medications, it's really imperative that we consume CoQ10, and it used to not be that affordable. Now CoQ10, even at 200 milligrams, has become affordable.
So great. And by the way, I'm just noticing here, there's 1,100 reviews on hsn.com. Almost 950 of those are perfect 5-star.
That's wild.
Perfect 5-star. Closing in almost 1,000 people out of 1,100. Perfect 5-star reviews. That's pretty outstanding for a supplement like this. That's how pleased, that's how thrilled people are with the results when they take this. This is a notice the difference, feel the difference product.
Yes, it is a notice the difference, feel the difference. And if we don't live perfect lives. We often drink too much alcohol. We often eat too much food with additives. We might take medications. CoQ10 is something that's sort of a way to acknowledge the fact that we don't live perfectly, but we still want our body to have what it needs to function as well as it can. And CoQ10 is central to the most important attribute of our body, because every other metabolic process in our body, everything we rely on, whether it's our thinking or our eyesight, whatever it might be, our memory, it requires energy. And without CoQ10, we are not able to produce energy. And as we get older, our ability to have the CoQ10 we need is compromised. And this is just a general recognition of what goes on as we age and what goes on given our current lifestyle.
Wow. And by the way, our producer Allison just mentioned up to me that the flex pays you see on the screen, that expires at the end of this hour. So the flex pays are available now if you're quick. And by the way, if you do want the big bottle, the 240 count, we have fewer than 1,000. We have 800 left only in the big one. So that's going to be the first to sell out here. It always is. But I just wanted to point that out to you. And again, the extra flex pay is there for you. The free shipping and handling is there for you. When you have a minute, go to hsn.com and read a few of those reviews. You will be amazed when you hear people raving about the quality of this product, how great they feel. As Andrew points out, coenzyme Q10, our body doesn't make it or doesn't make much of it, and you need it. Every cell needs it to be alive. And so how else are we going to get it? That's the thing. And you understand why you feel so good when you take it, because it's not something that we're otherwise getting in our diet.
And we don't, unfortunately, get it from our diet. And what's wonderful about this supplement, CoQ10 has partners within the body that it relies on to do its work. Certainly, it's the central functional team member. It's sort of the captain of the team captain, so to speak. But all of the other B-complex vitamins are partners to it. So we make sure that there's no weak link, there's no piece left behind, because this product is also a full B-complex supplement, including our special orally absorbable B12. So our B12 doesn't require an injection to be able to be absorbed. And then you also get the equivalent of a full separate vitamin C. So in each capsule, you could simply be getting the world's best vitamin B12 with B-complex supplement, and it would be worth the investment. But you also get 200 300 milligrams of CoQ10 and 300 milligrams of our special non-acidic vitamin C. So it really is a remarkable value when you consider that it's not just CoQ10, it's all of CoQ10's partners as well.
Exactly. And, you know, when we talk about the CoQ10, remember, this is not a synthetic CoQ10. This is not Chinese CoQ10. This is Konica. It is manufactured here in America. The CoQ is, and then, of course, all of Andrew's vitamins are made right here in America, in Henderson, Nevada, so with solar energy, no less. There is no better way to manufacture vitamin. There is no better vitamin manufacturer in the world. We are all, I feel like we're all so fortunate because we have, you know, Andrew, who is completely dedicated. He has dedicated his life, his career to making the world's finest vitamin, and we all get to benefit because we are, you know, we watch HSN and we get to learn. He loves to teach. You know, we get to learn so much from him. I'm like so many of you. I have learned so much about my health. I've learned so much about vitamins from Andrew. I didn't know anything about vitamins. I never took vitamins before Andrew came to HSN because I didn't have a good experience. I used to get a stomach ache when I would take vitamins. They would repeat on me. So I just sort of didn't care about them. But you know what's interesting? I'm so, I think like many of you, so grateful that I've met Andrew and that I take his products because I know I have a better quality of life because of it. And so the fact that we get world-class products from this amazing teacher and mentor who loves to share information with us. Andrew's so funny. When he's here, he always says, even if you don't buy his vitamins, at least you're armed with information. So wherever you decide to buy a vitamin product, at least you know what to ask for and you know what to look for. But the truth is, you're not going to find this. You know, when you hunt it down and start really comparing apples to apples, you don't find CoQ that's made like this. And by the way, we have fewer than 1,000 bottles left total. That's across the board. We will try to be sure if your size sells out, put your name on a wait list. Andrew will get a bottle, whatever you need. You know how hard he works to make sure that every customer is satisfied and gets what you need today. So pick the size you'd like before these completely sell out. Do the flex pays. Again, the 240 is definitely almost completely gone. There's only 400 left there. But it's pretty exciting stuff. You know, it's pretty neat that we are all able to be part of this health and wellness classroom with you, Andrew. And it's fun because, you know, whenever you're here, I get excited because you are just, when you get out here and I work with you, I just see your passion. Andrew works without teleprompters. Well, we all work without teleprompters, but he's just a wealth of knowledge and information. All the research charts he brings in, he pours over the research. So it's fun to sort of learn from somebody that has a real passion for what they do, like you do.
No, it's my privilege. It's not just my pleasure, but it's my privilege to get to talk about something that is so important to me, but also can make such an enormous difference in people's lives. I think fatigue is one of the top presenting symptoms when people go to their doctors, and fatigue is something that there's all sorts of different reasons why we might suffer from fatigue, but basically fatigue is a lack of energy. And I always look at coenzyme Q10 as the most sensible way to approach that. Taking a stimulant, caffeine and things will certainly give you a big buzz and a rush. Carbohydrates will do that too. But coenzyme Q10 goes to the very center, the very core of how we produce energy. And that is why I think you read so many wonderful reviews in terms of not just energy, but energy that comes with a feeling of well-being. Not a buzz, but a feeling of well-being. And I think that's the kind of energy we all want, and that's the kind of energy that CoQ10 delivers.
You know what, it's funny you said that. I want to read one of the reviews before we have to go, before these are gone, because listen to this one review. She says, best CoQ10 ever. I have used this product for over a year now. I let myself run out, so I picked up some from my neighborhood drugstore. I cannot believe what a difference. I did not have energy like I did while taking the coenzyme Q10 from Andrew Lessman. I will never stray again. I'm happy to report that I received my bottle a week ago and I felt the difference immediately. I live in Nevada and I feel very proud to have such a wonderful company in our backyard that cares about people and our environment. To top it off, he loves dogs. What more could you ask for? That's pretty cute. How is Link, by the way? Is he with you in Malibu?
Unfortunately, Muriel already went to Colorado for the summer.
Boy.
She left today.
Oh, boy.
So Lincoln left me today. So I'm in one of those very rare days where I don't have my dog by my side, which I feel lost because I'm on the phone and I walk around, I pace around while I'm on the phone.
Oh.
And normally Lincoln is my little shadow, and it's sort of strange not having him here, but he is. I'll be in Colorado in about 10 days. Muriel and I often go there in the summer because we get to hike and mountain bike and run because it's very hot in Nevada in the summer.
Yeah.
And so we get to do all our outdoor activities in the mountains of Colorado. So I'll be running trails with Lincoln in Colorado in just a couple of weeks.
So great. Well, I know that I'm going to see you next month in July. It's our big birthday month, and it's your big July visit. I know we have some very exciting things happening for our birthday.
Very exciting things. Well, I might as well mention, we have Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails, a special version of that. And then we have our Marine Collagen Peptides, a brand new, even better tasting version of that. I posted a blog talking about this.
Great.
So you can get the Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails at best pricing ever. And you could also, there's a bundle option with the Marine Collagen Peptides. And
beautiful.
Going to be exciting.
Well, that's going to be great. Well, enjoy the next few weeks. I will look forward to seeing you next month. Thank you so much for the host picks. They were fantastic. All right, you take care. Say hi to Muriel, and I'll see you soon. All right, bye-bye. All right, thanks, everybody. We appreciate the calls. The CoQ10 is almost completely sold out, so hold on. By the way, we do an up